And we're back with another episode of the Pals Podcast. I am your co-host, Danny Galarno.
And I'm your other co-host, Ricky Liordi.
How are you?
I'm good, Danny. How are you?
I'm good.
Your fucking voice gets me every time.
I kind of gets high-pitched.
It really does get high-pitched. But Danny, why don't you tell the audience why don't you tell the listeners who we had on the pod this week?
We had Nikolina on. She's a Toronto DJ. Not actually from Toronto, though. She's from the West Coast and kind of has lived all over the place. But she was really sweet, really fun. And I think, like, she's only really, like, she's been doing this for a couple of years now, but she's only really done it full time since January. And, like, she's already taking off in so many cool ways. And she was a lot of fun. Yeah, really big personality.
Her energy was unmatched.
Yeah.
Like, that was top-notch energy from the moment she got in to the moment she left.
Yeah.
And you appreciate that, right? Like,
I love people's
when someone
energies.
comes in with good energy, you just feel so much better about yourself too.
I also feel like I came in on Monday with like a very low energy, so I feel like she kind of brought me up a bit.
I can't remember, but yeah, no, she was great, and she's gonna be DJing at Rose Disco. If you don't know what Rose Disco is, it is a massive rose day party in Toronto run by our pal Ollie Shanks, who's somewhere up there.
And get your tickets, because I just saw on Instagram, I think 90% were already sold out.
Yeah, so low ticket count. We'll put the link in the bio. We'll make sure we have that there. But other than that, yeah, go check it out. Nikolina's great. She's obviously going to do some really cool things.
And I also, one thing that you're going to see during the episode, she says she loves day parties. And I think that just aligned with us so much, because we both love day parties so much. So we can't wait to see what you do, Nikolina. And thanks for coming on the Pals.
Yeah, let's fucking go.
Woo!
First off, you're like the first guest to actually bring us a gift or like bring us an item. So for those listening and don't know, in the email when we tell people to show up, the office is at this location. We're recording this time. The bottom of it says, if there's an item that means something to you, please bring it in so we can talk about it. 0 guests have done this in 300-ish episodes, except you.
We love the Chenet Blanc.
Yeah. So is this just what was in the fridge today, or?
No, so my friend Lauren and I were just, it's like going on a podcast, first time, need some food, need some Aperol spritzes. Why not split a bottle of wine? So I might be a little tipsy. And then I was like, I need to bring something for these guys. And like, I don't know, I was going to bring you guys merch that I'm working on, but I thought, you know what? Bottle of wine. It's like a house party. We got to be friends. I'm meeting you guys for the first time. We'll just like
automatic pals.
But then you don't have any cups, so I think we're just gonna be
that
like
is an L on our
passing the bottle.
I'm more okay than that.
COVID's not real.
Yeah, no. I've been long done with COVID. But I actually love that. Like, you walked in, you're like, oh yeah, here's what I brought. I'm like, what'd you bring this for? Like, you're like, oh, it said in the email.
I also
like,
forgot.
Fuck.
Like, I feel like I don't really send that out to people anymore.
It's part of the copy paste message. It's part of it.
I just type my own message out.
You type messages?
I actually type messages out. But I feel like you copy paste. That's why I'm like, you definitely sent this calendar invite out.
Yeah, I did, because she didn't get it. You messaged me like, what's the info for the pod? I'm like, did you?
No, I went to the spam. Straight to spam.
Damn, I hate that that's happening. Gmail.
You would think that it wouldn't, but Nikolina, we fucking love that. And I guess
Chenet Blanc. Shout out to season 6.
Welcome to the pod. I guess this is an easy intro, guys, since we got the wine. Rose Disco's coming up in 2 weeks now, 3 weeks?
It is creeping up on us.
Yeah.
Well, I guess when this releases,
it's going to be that week.
So Rose Disco is technically this week when this gets released.
That's crazy.
Are you fired up or what?
I am so excited. So this is my first festival. I had I quit my big girl job in December, and I was like, I'm going full-time DJing, and I wrote a list of like all things I wanted to do. And like number one was just a music festival, and then Oliver like reached out to me. He's like, you'd be such a great fit. And then when I saw who was on the lineup, I had a little moment. I was just like, pinch me. This is insane. And super excited. It's very on brand for me too. Like I started doing like the disco funk. My original DJ name was Funk Mama, but we had to switch it up real quick because Funk Mama kind of sounds like something else. Something like,
who came up with that?
I don't know if you can swear on this.
Was that like the first name you came up with, Funk Mama?
Funk Mama. I was like, I'm gonna be Funk Mama, and then when people would see me, like, you don't look like a Funk Mama. But I actually did a quick interview with someone once, and they're like, can I swear?
Yeah.
They're like, hi, I'm here with fuck mama. I was like, we're not going with that. No, that's stopping here right now.
That's good.
I love this.
Okay,
But yeah, it's super
come
excited
up with a
for Rosa
DJ
Disco.
name for yourself. What would it be?
Ricky Leo.
Ricky Leo. I
Yeah,
like
so that was
that.
my like A-list I went for on social media for like the longest time. Just because I didn't want to put my actual last name because I didn't want like people to know where I work and shit. I didn't want people to find me on LinkedIn. So it's Ricky Leo, Leo. And it kind of worked. My last name's Liordi. So it's still on TikTok. It's still Ricky Leo, actually. I don't even think I've transitioned.
I like
so
Ricky
Instagram I
Leo.
had to because to get verified, you have to give your ID or whatever.
Yeah.
You have to give your legal name. So it says, I think my Instagram name is Ricky Liordi, and then TikTok is Ricky Leo. So mine would be Ricky Leo. What would yours be?
I don't know because Danny G sounds like DJ Danny D. Or
Danny G's all right, though.
no,
Danny G.
don't like it.
What's your
Doesn't
background,
flow.
by the way?
It's so funny. People always ask me this because my name is Nikolina, and they're like, "Oh, you're Croatian."
I was just gonna say Croatian.
I'm saying
I
Greek.
have no relation to the Croatian. No,
What are you?
Like Irish, English. I don't know.
Okay, I was
Like a
gonna say
little
Greek,
bit
so I
of
guess I was off.
everything. It's so funny though. My mom had me very young, and she just was like Nikolina, and my sisters' names are Katie and Allie. So
No way.
like, you can't
Are you the oldest?
I am. Yeah.
I love that though.
Yeah, I kind of love that too because it really makes you sound like very European.
No, and you know what? It's funny. I was having this conversation with Lauren today. She's like, everyone's always like Nikolina is such an exotic name, and so I really play on that brand. So when I switched from Funk Mama, I was like, I'm just gonna stick with my name because I actually really like Nikolina as well. But growing up, I always went by Nikki, and I actually hate Nikki. My family can only call me Nikki, and my mom has even said I hate Nikolina, but like I'll call you Nikki. So,
Nicolina's nice. It
Yeah,
sounds
I like
good.
Nicolina.
but yeah,
It
I'm
sounds
not
exotic too,
exotic. I'll be exotic.
If you want me to.
I'm actually, guys, I'm Italian.
Just go with it. Just fucking go with it. You said you made a list when you quit your big girl job. What else was on that list?
Croatia Yacht Week is big. Miami Music Week. And like, it's so funny because I really see those things kind of coming into play right now. But I'm a big like festival girly. Festivals, boat parties. And I just did Toronto Yacht Week, which was really cool.
With Photo Will?
Pardon?
With Photo Will?
Yeah.
He's a former pal. Well,
Will?
sorry, he's a pal, but a former guest on the
Okay,
podcast.
I had never met him before, and we only had 30-minute. Oh, well, mine was probably about 45-minute sets. Just every 5 minutes, just Casamigos, and I was like, we gotta look cool. This is being filmed right now. Blackout by the end of that set.
Do you understand how many times Will's invited me out to parties? He's like, come at. I'm like, oh, I'm not drinking. He's like, oh, it's fine. I was like, Will, I party with you enough to know that you don't let other people not drink. When Will's not drinking, oh, God forbid you give him a drink. When Will's like, if you're there and you're not drinking, no, bro, drink now. Drink
Especially
now.
when the cameras are on you. You're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I have to do this.
I worked with Will at Lost and Found for a couple of years. Me and him have had some nights together.
Yeah, that's how the friendships bond.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, we'll have a night together.
Yeah.
Shall we?
Let's
Shall
open
we?
it up.
Let's-
Okay, so Toronto Yacht Week must have been cool if you're a boat girly. That's got to be exciting.
It was.
Here, give me. Oh,
Yeah, I was like, I can't.
yeah, I got this.
I'm so weak. That was insane. It's probably one of my favorite gigs I've done to date. It was just so amazing, like cheesy, but like looking over the water, sun.
It's so cool when you're out in the water here. Like you don't feel like you're in
Magic.
Toronto, and
No.
like you're looking at the skyline. Okay, yes, that's one thing, but you truly do feel like you're on vacation.
Yes.
And for those wondering why we're drinking straight from the bottle, we unfortunately do not have any cups in this.
Devin,
studio
bring some
today.
cups next time.
But yeah, that's got to be pretty cool to do it at like Toronto Yacht Week is a big
great.
thing now.
It was my first time going as well.
Did you see the footage from last year? Like, did you know what to
I
expect?
saw the footage from last year, but I wasn't here in Toronto, and everyone had the same comment of, it was wild, just like. It was like Narnia on a boat because all the boats are tied up and people go like top deck, lower deck, just like you're just in these hidden corners in these boats and meeting all these new people, but then also all your friends are there.
Yeah.
I had the best time. I thought I'd want to like leave because like I don't know, like 12 till 8, it's a long day on a boat.
12
You
p.m.
can't
to 8
leave.
p.m.
No one will take you. All the boats are tied up. You're
Oh,
like,
there.
how are you leaving?
It's
You
only if
can't
you have like the
leave.
jet skis coming in and out, but randomly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're stuck there.
They really don't let you leave either. Were you like really big into like attending festivals prior to?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I'm actually originally from BC, and
Oh, no way.
BC festivals, in my opinion, kind of just hit it out of the park. Like Shambhala, Base Coast. Even in the States, you've got the Gorge, which I think did Sasquatch. But that was like my first taste of festivals back in the day, and it was just euphoric.
So wait, you think BC festivals are better than East Coast?
I do.
Really?
But I also will say I've never been to an East Coast
I was
festival.
gonna say, like,
so I don't have a leg to stand
yeah,
on.
like you said
I said
Miami.
that comment. I'm like, wait a second.
You said Miami Music Week, so so Miami.
Okay, so no, when I say that, though, I meant more like Toronto. Like you know what? But I will say Velda's coming up.
Vel's pretty
Okay,
cool.
back
And
in the day,
that
so
lineup?
this is my birthday weekend coming up, like the long
Hell
weekend of
yeah.
August. So I guess I started in high school. Every weekend we'd have a group of friends and we'd go to Veld up until kind of like we grew out of it, because I think now it's like a mixed crowd, but back then it was very like a younger crowd. But it was amazing. I had the best times ever.
At Veld?
Yes.
Were
Yeah.
either of you around for Digital Dreams?
Yes, I went to Digital
I've
Dreams.
never been to Digital Dreams.
So
That was
Digital
fun.
Dreams was like maybe
July long weekend.
Yeah, but it was in like 2010, maybe 2009, 2010.
I don't know. And it went up to, I went in university.
So
My last time going was university.
okay, so when did you graduate?
I
16, 15?
started university in 2013.
So yeah, so you would have been,
Yeah.
let's say, anyways. So it's been gone for years now. It was done like on Ontario Place grounds, and it was the most epic thing ever. Picture it. Did you go to John Summit?
I didn't.
Okay, so
I didn't.
I'm ashamed.
hey, wow,
I know,
Lauren know the vibe.
Yeah, Lauren was there every night.
it was like that, but even bigger. There's 100,000 people. Ontario Place is just slammed. Lakeshore's, you can't move on Lakeshore because there's just tens of thousands
All the
of people,
people.
and the vibes are just vibing.
Did you go to Rufus last year?
I didn't.
Okay.
Okay, no, wait.
If you made it to this part of the episode, we thank you, Nikolina. This was great chatting with you,
Thanks,
and
bye,
we'll see you
guys.
next week. You started off so hot. You brought a
I
gift.
know.
And then you're talking about
Okay,
these music
wait,
festivals, and
wait.
you missed the two biggest shows of the year.
In my defense, I'm a working DJ, so those nights I was working.
Those nights you're working. Okay, we
I
gotta give her
have
that. We have to give her
bills
that.
pay. I have bills to pay.
No, but-
And I will say, I love Rufus.
Okay.
Apparently not.
But
Apparently not.
I lived in Australia for a long time, where they're from, and like I would see them all the time. Can I give
Okay,
some like honest feedback?
Yeah.
Rufus, I'm so sorry. You're a little overrated.
No, no, you're talking to the wrong crowd
Okay,
here.
but only because when I saw him in Australia, it was really bad because they were new and stuff. But I haven't seen him in Toronto. Everyone's like, it was euphoric. It
Okay,
was
so
amazing. I need to
Woodbine-
go. You know what? I need to go to a Rufus concert because in Australia, he would play for like 500 people.
I don't think it'll be the same here in Toronto ever again,
It-
because
yeah.
Woodbine Beach was amazing, but
People are
I
gonna hate
didn't
me.
think Budweiser stage last summer was as good.
No, but again,
I think it was a
Rufus
sound.
at Red Rocks.
Red Rocks was
See,
unbelievable.
that would be unbelievable. But I think I saw them when they were first coming up. They were trying to figure out the kinks, and like they were in Australia where they were from, and it was just they like no one knew them. But I think the reason why people in Toronto love Rufus, and this is why I love music, is because music holds a moment, right? That's why I'm in the industry. It was the first concert after COVID, right? Like
it was.
lockdowns were done, everyone went, and everyone that I talked to was like, it was a moment. It was
Magical.
magic. You know, and I saw the videos of like the confetti coming down, the stars in the sky. And I'm like, yeah, that would be magic.
Apparently not because they're overrated, but whatever.
I take it back. They were overrated in Australia. I got to see them in Toronto.
I just like personally.
Someone
I-
give me a free ticket. I'll take this comment back. I apologize.
Personally,
you
I
know
love
what,
their
Rufus?
music.
I'm sorry. Underwater is one of my favorite tracks. I will
Treat
be
you
honest.
better.
Oh, yo, treat you better. And I got a sick little disco remix of that. Oh God, I take it back. Oh,
Treat You Better is arguably.
Let's
one of
cut
my
this
favorites.
part out.
Yeah. Okay, well, since we're on this, who's your like dream collab?
Kygo.
Kygo's my favorite artist. Are you going? Wait, are you going?
Absolutely.
Okay, so my
Hell
issue
yeah.
is I just got invited to a wedding.
Ditch it.
You never answered me.
You're not going.
Because the answer is pretty set. You have plans that night.
I know.
Are they really good friends? Well,
so
they're gonna
Not
see this.
obviously not really good if you're
Listen,
getting
listen,
invite this
listen.
late.
This is a tier 2 invite, which they're.
Oh wait, so people like denied the invite and then go.
Yes, and I was warned in June that this might happen, but I have Kygo that night, and Kygo's my favorite artist, and I've never seen him. So when I was younger, I said I am not gonna see Kygo until I see him Sunday at Ushuaia in Ibiza.
Oh,
I was about to go, and like I did some festivals in Europe too, so like go there, whatever. Never did Ibiza yet. Then I was about to go that summer, had it all planned. And then COVID happened.
Yeah.
Didn't go.
C word.
Yeah. The C word that I hate. And then he stopped doing his residency there.
Yeah.
So then, like, what am I? So I can't see him there. So I was like, hey, maybe I got to see him in Vegas. Does he not get a residency in Vegas this year? And it was like
that's right, because he had 2 years in a row there.
The one weekend I didn't go.
But he's going on a world tour. I think that's better than having a residency. You can go see him in any city you
I know,
want.
but there were just certain venues and things I wanted to see him at. But then as soon as he got announced,
Madison Square Garden isn't good enough in New York.
I didn't want a stadium like that. I wanted outdoor.
I
wanted an outdoor party vibe, beach vibe.
Teach their own.
But that was
I've
that
never
was my
seen- I've
personal-
never seen
I've
him
never
though
seen him, and
either.
he's my favorite artist.
So you're coming to Kygo then?
Yeah.
Bye, wedding.
I got lucky enough. I got invited to some like Samsung Galaxy party like 5 years ago. I saw Kygo at Toy Box, or what is now Toy Box or Department, whatever. It used to be something else. So there was like 300 people there, and like Kygo's full on 2-3 hour DJ set.
Wow.
That was sick. Well, and then I've also seen him in like every other country too, but.
Yeah, I've never seen him. I feel like, was it the 7 degrees of separation? We're like 2, maybe 1 because of Oliver. Kygo, if you're seeing this, let's collab.
I have one of his manager's numbers on my phone, or maybe 2 of them now.
So 1 degree of separation.
Literally.
Two
but
at
I'm
most.
like way too scared
It's
to
gonna
ever
happen.
ask. 'Cause I was going to ask Ollie, I'm like, is this number legit still? Because this is back Ultra 2017.
Just call it.
I should.
Right now.
Do it.
I won't even tell you who it is because it's a very close connection to him that could literally get me in 2 seconds.
Okay.
But I ruined my life.
Have you heard his new album, by the way?
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah. Okay, so Kygo's dream collab, and what's your vocalist dream collab? Wait, do you sing?
I don't know. Yes, but no.
Okay, noted.
Like,
Move on to the next question.
like yes, but I don't have the confidence to sing in front of people.
Okay, but this could be like a goal in the near future.
That's why I like
because if you
DJing,
can sing
with production too.
with
Like,
production too
yeah.
all together, gotta get you out of your shell. Because like right now you have like the production skills.
I write though, like I have tons of songs, like hundreds of songs that I've written. I just started producing, like started dabbling in that world recently. But yeah, that's like the next goal, especially as a woman in the industry. Like you always have to be like just a little bit more like ahead.
Well, the thing is in the EDM and like electronic space, if you're not producing, it's tough to like make it out of your hometown. And there's nothing wrong with staying in your hometown if you live in a big city like this, Vancouver, New York, Miami, any of the major cities. Like look at Crunch, DJ Crunch in Toronto. He still DJs a fuck ton. Four Corners still DJs. Yeah, they still dabble in producing here and there, but like Joe Ghost was another one that was massive in Toronto, and then he started producing, kind of made it up. But to make it out and to make it on these big stages, you have to start producing because you want people to
Exactly.
You want people playing your songs. You need the
I know your
to do
brand
the- yeah.
too, right? Like as an open format DJ, which I technically am right now because it's my full-time job. And because I just love all genres of music, like I will dabble with everything. There's a few genres I won't play, and it's not that I don't like them. It's just there's so many people that crush it better than I do. But production really puts the branding on you. Like, what is your sound and what do you want to do? And like what I'm trying to do is kind of like a new disco Afro house, like merging those two a little bit together.
Afro House is like everything.
I
right now.
Love
that.
Afro
Me
House.
too.
I'm a big like throwback girl too. So like an Afro House mix with like some Missy Elliott or Nelly, like that's the stuff I love because people know the lyrics and they want to sing along, but they're like, I don't know what's gonna happen next.
That's why I never liked tech house. I need to sing the words. Like I'm a big
Really?
big room progressive EDM. Like you give me in my mind Axwell remix. Like I forget who produced that song. Anyways, anything I could sing like levels or something at the top of my lungs and dance. I'm
Who
like, that's
doesn't
my
like
vibe.
levels?
Yeah. I actually want to ask when people attend your shows, what can they expect?
So definitely house, but it's like I'm not to like toot my own horn, but I'm very good at reading the room, and I get a lot of different gigs all the time, and I really just always take that with appreciation. But the gigs that I do, you can expect definitely just like a nostalgic flair. So whether it's a new disco, Afro, throwback house, tech house, like I'll do too. I mean, I've done so many different gigs, but it's always a nostalgic flair. It's always like a throwback to either the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s.
I like that.
Yeah, but with always like a modern twist.
Okay, what's been your favorite like gig in Toronto?
Okay, I knew you guys would ask this question, so I was like, okay, I have to think about this.
Fuck, it's too typical.
Because you know why? They just have been getting better and better lately. Like I'm always being like, pinch me. Like there's been so many pinch me moments lately because I quit my job in December and it was a huge jump. And then since then, every gig has been my favorite gig. Like I just did recess on Saturday at school. And like, that was even my favorite gig because my serotonin just like through the roof, like performing. And it wasn't super like, you know, it wasn't a festival or anything, but that just filled my cup. But I mean, if I overall looked at it, I did like a boiler room style event in Banff, and that was my first time headlining an event. And I went to Banff. Yeah.
Whereabouts? I just went to the Banff for the first time.
I played at, oh gosh, Mel's?
Couldn't tell you.
I don't know. Banff is a wild place though, because it's like, it's just hotels and bars, but there's such a scene there.
Yeah.
And this crew brought me in. They were so nice, and I played that, and it was like a boiler room style, which isn't typically what I would play, but again, I love all, you know, ranges of music, so it was nice to just adapt to that. I mean, I did a corporate event at Cabana once, and like that was so great. I actually put a couple songs on at the end, and they wanted me to dance with them, so I put like a Fleetwood Mac Dreams remix on, and the sun was setting, and I danced with everyone, and it was like a fill your cup moment. I think Rose Disco though. Rose Disco might be the big one. I mean, like the lineup. I mean, I just met Felix Cartel recently in Vancouver. I was at the Cup, doing some work there, and I went up to him and like, I don't want him to see this, but I was a big fan back in the day. I still am, but you know, I still am, but I was trying to be so cool. I was like, hey, I'm Nikolina. Like I'm open up for you at Rose Disco. So nice to meet you. And I was just trying to be so cool. But like that to me is a pinch me moment. So I think Rose Disco is going to be my favorite one.
Also Binks. Like,
Binks is so cool.
Huge now. Like
we've been chatting too, because he was in Vancouver. He's like, all right, am I going to catch you at the Rose Disco? And like, I love his stuff. I actually play a lot of his mashups.
Phantoms?
Yeah.
Bangers?
Like it's so cool.
What was the song 2 years ago? Designs for You or something?
Oh, yes.
It's just a banger. I can't remember what it's called, but like
yeah, I play these people's songs, and I'm like, I'm opening for you. That's insane.
Yeah, that's an insane moment.
Do you have your fit already picked out?
I'm trying to find something. So I don't know if you know Sophie Tucker. I'm going for like a very dramatic look. So I'm kind of known for my outfits. Okay. Like I'm a big theme girl. Like whenever there's a theme, I will go all out. Lauren's nodding because like even we had recess this past weekend and it was a school theme. And I was like, we're going Clueless all the way. I got the blazer, I got the skirt, the socks. Like it's a thing. I do the disco events and I will have like a full Cher outfit. So Rose Disco, you will see something absolutely wild. I'm the opener. I'm the first person on, and I'm going to look like the headliner.
Yeah, but the best part is then you get to go and drink with everybody else after.
You know what? I'm not mad about being the opener. I'm always the opener because I'm still new to this industry. You know, it's still like new to me. And I have no problem being the opener because I get it all warmed up. And then I just go have fun. And I get to schmooze and network, and it's great.
This is completely off topic, but how do you recharge your batteries? Like personally? Because you have such high energy, and like maybe this is you all the time, and I'm kind of very similar.
I'm pretty on par to this. I mean, I sleep a lot. Like even though I probably DJ right now about 5 days a week, but today's Monday. This is like kind of my Friday. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, I take off, I recharge. I've been really into like the Othership and all that type of.
Okay, wholesome.
Yeah.
Do you like Othership?
No,
I'm
like, do you like other shit?
No, I just keep having. Sorry, I was like swallowing while that was happening. No, I keep having this conversation.
I got the
with
side
people.
eye. Like, do you like other?
No, because I just had this conversation with my cousins. My cousin's really trying to get me to go to Othership, and like I just won't go. But she's like, I don't get it. You literally like will cold plunge and like do all these things, but you won't go to Othership. I'm like, yeah, there's just something about being in a space and someone telling me to breathe a certain way that I won't do. Like if I can do it on my own, or like I feel like when I have cold plunge at your house, I'm like, okay, yeah, talk to me, but like let's have a conversation. Don't tell me that like my day's gonna get better. But some people like that. And like I'm always so curious to hear.
Well, I am from BC.
I'm always just so curious to hear other people's opinions and like what you like about it, because like it actually truly interests me. I'd probably like it if I went.
I mean, I also just when I say Othership, I also love like there's a new one in Liberty Village that opened, ARC.
I thought it was called like Therma or something.
Something like that.
I know because someone invited me.
Anything with like the hot and the cold.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I like that. It's nice. But big, like just I don't know. I feel like working out, sleeping. I actually like. I mean, we're here having the bottle, but I actually drive to most of my gigs. Like this is my full-time job. I am not like lately. People know me as I don't really drink, go to the after parties. because this is my full-time job.
It's
If
a
I were
quick
doing that
burnout.
every day,
It's a quick burnout if not.
Yeah.
But like I actually just saw an interview with John Summit, and he's never gone to a gig sober or without a drink.
can't relate right now.
No, but yeah, but John. Well, there was a lot of people that were comparing John Summit to Avicii, right? And they're saying like John Summit's gonna suffer the fate that Avicii didn't. Like John Summit like commented on it. He's like, for people to say that don't know me, like you can't compare. But he's the new.
I would never
young,
compare
up and
him.
coming, but like it was like a big TikTok thing. I don't know, because it popped up like John Summit and Avicii, and like they have zero overlap. But he ended up like commenting. And I was like, people who don't know me are commenting. It's like people don't know that John Summit also works out every single day. Before his sets, he'll always find a gym in the neighborhood around. Like that was part of this whole TikTok. And he like on his rider, he's got like a healthy meal or something. I can't remember the full story, but yeah, to your point, when you're traveling or like maybe not traveling yet, but when you're playing 4 or 5 shows a night or a week, your hours are insane.
Yes.
Some days you might be opening, some days you might be closing. Some days you're playing a nightclub, some days you're playing a day party corporate event.
Absolutely.
So you're kind of all over the place, but then you also need to understand that you're 2 to 3 hours of high energy, high stress. Everybody wants from you. So it's like, you got to give your all, because if you're just there, you're not getting booked again. You have to
turn it on. You have to, like, for me, I really try to do a performance. Like I really try to engage the crowd, have fun with them. I mean, I actually, like, I don't drink at a lot of my gigs, or I'll nurse I'm a big white wine girl. So I'll nurse my one glass of white wine, but then I'll get like a bottle for people, and I'll be the person to be like dumping it down people's throat and making sure they're having a good time, because it's all about the experience.
You and Will get along then, because that's how Will works it.
Yeah, I mean, I was on the reverse side for that, because obviously I wasn't driving, I was on a boat. So
what's
Say no.
what are some of your other goals though? Like, give me the rest of the list from
oh
2024.
boy, okay, so for me as a DJ, and I think I really honed into my niche of, you know what, I'm not like a nighttime underground club DJ. Like that's just not me, because on my days off, like you wouldn't really find me there, and there's nothing wrong with that, but for me, I'm more daytime. So think poolside festivals, in the sunshine, having fun, day parties.
I was gonna say, you have a very positive energy about you.
Yeah,
in a good, like the best way
you.
possible, like very positive. I could see that for you, even just like meeting you today.
Yay. And
Did
that's
you
what
not
I
agree
really
with
stick
that?
to with my brand too.
I could see you like DJing at Laval.
Yeah.
Not Thompson. What did Thompson?
Harriet's.
Harriet's.
And I've done that. Yeah. Like I'm a big hotel girl. Like I work with Bellow Sound with some gigs. They're great. They've hooked me up. I actually just did the Ritz-Carlton in Naples for 4th and 5th of July in Florida. And that was my first time doing like an
Naples,
international.
Florida?
Yeah.
My favorite
love
place
Florida.
in the world.
Big Florida girl.
Don't even get me started on Florida.
And then I did SLS in Miami, like the pool party there.
No way. That's really
That was
cool.
like a very impromptu, like had too much Chenin Blanc. And I was like, I'm a girl. I'm a DJ.
Wait, did that actually happen?
Yeah,
This
I
is
went
a
up-
story we need.
I went up to the guy and I was like, I'm a DJ. And he's like, of course you would. I'm like, no, here's my Instagram. And he's like, oh, no, shit. You're actually, I love when people say this, by the way. It's kind of like a lowball, but, oh, you're actually a DJ. You're actually good. Yeah, man, this is my career. I would hope so. But I got on the decks at SLS, ripped a few songs. I'm like, that is me. Like, I want those types of gigs. So pool parties, yachts, big yachts. Bigger the yacht, the better. That's my vibe.
I honestly love that. I always said if I was a DJ, I would carry my USB sticks fucking everywhere.
Oh, you have to.
And I would go up to every thing and be like, I'm a DJ, can I play? Random story, which is very similar. So I was in Thunder Bay once, and there was like some, I don't know, C-list, D-list rapper that was on stage, whatever. He gets off. And it's not karaoke night or anything. And I get on stage, and the DJ's like, yo, you can't be here. I was like, no, man, like I'm a rapper from Toronto. Like I rap.
Are you
like,
actually?
No.
I show him my Instagram like this.
No.
I show him my Instagram like this. So all you see is the followers. It's like 50,000 followers. He's like, what? I'm like, bro, look at my TikTok. I got like 100,000 followers. He's like, all right. I'm like, oh, fuck, I don't got any of my tracks. You just throw on Ja Rule, I'll freestyle. He puts on Ja Rule, Always on Time.
That's your favorite song.
It's like my favorite fucking song. I know every word off by heart. I'm like coming out of like a wedding, like pre-wedding. What are the day before the wedding? Rehearsal. I'm at like the rehearsal dinner. I'm with like the whole groom's party. I've got like some jersey from small town Thunder Bay on, and I get on stage at this like nightclub with like 300-400 people still there, and I sing Always on Time by Ja Rule.
Oh.
Yeah, but he's
Like,
tone deaf,
and
so
I'm
I'd
like-
be scared.
and I'm
I'd be
tone deaf,
scared
and
for
I'm
what everyone's
blackout
heard.
drunk. People were probably just like, the DJ at one point came and grabbed the mic from me like after the second verse. She's just like, what the fuck, man? I'm like, I'm not really a rapper.
I
Like,
lied.
I finesse but that's if I was a DJ,
You have
that's
to have the confidence.
I would just grab my phone. I'm a DJ. Let me on the decks, a couple songs.
It takes me a lot of nerve to do that, but I have
Shoot
done
your
it a few
shot.
times. You gotta shoot your
Well,
shot.
you never know when you do that who you're gonna be and what kind of situation you're gonna be in.
No, definitely shoot your shot. And every time I've done it, it has worked out in my favor.
Like, what's the worst they could say?
No.
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 And guess what? Okay,
It's
fine.
a good like
I'll have
little
fun.
life moral.
Especially when
Shoot
you're in a
your
different
shot.
city. It's like, I'm never going to see you ever again.
It's true.
Okay, so I feel like I need to have that kind of confidence more in Toronto, because in Toronto I'm like, no, I can't do that. Like,
Shoot your shot.
but then when you're on vacation, what's the worst that can happen? You're never gonna see them. The worst they can say is no, and you move on and go to the next thing.
Yeah. So true.
But even in Toronto, who gives a fuck?
Well, I just said I have to do that in Toronto.
It's like, it doesn't matter. Like, oh, I'm going to go somewhere and ask for it. They say, okay, cool, no big deal. Oh, yo, you're that guy that asked for it? Oh, yeah, I did. I shot my shot. What, are you going to get mad at me?
No.
I posted something the other day, actually. It was like, a millionaire or a billionaire will never judge someone for starting a business. An athlete will never judge anyone for saying no to train. A musician will never judge anyone for trying to write a song. The only people that are judging are the people that aren't doing shit. Something like that. I can't remember the exact words. It's so true.
Well, it's like all the memes right now with the Olympics. Like, we're sitting there all on our couches, like judging these people that are literally like the best
best in the
athletes in the world.
And we're like, oh, fuck, man.
Fuck, you've
The
messed
guy
up.
couldn't stick the landing.
You didn't point your toe? Oh my God, your knee bent? Like, how could your knee bend? Like, you've been training for this. No. We're not doing what they're doing. Like, we actually cannot say a single thing, but it goes with everything.
Out of line. This is, again, completely off topic, but if you weren't a DJ, and I know you can't use your previous corporate job as an answer. If you weren't a DJ and you have to do a job, what would it be? You can't give your previous job as an answer.
Okay. I've lived many lives, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go through the list of what I can't do. You know, archaeologist or marine biologist would have been my thing. You know, more marine biologist for sure.
Why?
I love animals.
Like
I like.
underwater
Wait,
animals?
I like turtles. No, I'm honestly like fascinated by marine life. Like actually a bucket list of mine is watching sea turtles hatch and like run into the water, and then me just batting off seagulls.
Are you certified in scuba diving?
Not officially.
Me and my cousin are going to go.
I've done it.
So I am like,
What a great
I am
answer.
absolutely terrified of the
Done it.
water. Like, terrified of the water.
It's a scary place.
Yeah, like there's like times like I don't go in like the lake unless someone's taller than me. Like in my brain that like the fish are gonna eat like
Oh yeah.
my cousin's feet over mine. Like the ocean, if I can see the bottom, I'm okay. But even like
There's a word for that.
it's only
When you
just
have
like
fear of the
yeah, but
water.
it's certain moods because I don't go swimming with turtles like in the wild and I'm completely fine.
Yeah.
So I'm just mentally like I don't understand.
I mean, I lived in Australia for a while, and I had
terrified.
a few moments where like I thought I was gonna die.
So wait, what brought you to Australia?
I was gonna just find myself.
Did you?
No, she's still over there. I'm gonna go back and get her.
Why'd you come back
How long
then?
were you there for?
I was there for 2.5 years.
No
I
way.
know a little.
So you basically just like maxed out your visa there and came back?
Almost basically. Yeah, no, I was living in Byron Bay, lived like the stream life. Honestly, it was magical. Like the Hemsworth family were like my neighbors basically. Like you would see Chris like go surf with his kids and his wife, and it was just like this community of people, and it was so beautiful. And that's actually where my passion of music started, was in Australia, like the funk disco scene. But no, I came back to Canada because it was time. And I mean, I don't regret anything. I love Toronto, and Toronto really helped me build my music career. Like in Australia, I think it would have been a bit of a slower build, but it's beautiful there. Have you been?
I haven't been yet. I'd love to go. But
Have you been?
No, I was supposed to go at Christmas this year, but we're having, our family's growing, so we have a new baby coming. So
You're a baby?
no, I wish. My nephew, and then we're having a niece.
Aw.
They're having a girl. I'm getting a niece. So,
Okay.
yeah. So unfortunately, we're not going this year, but we said maybe next year. Hopefully next year's the
It's
year.
great. It's honestly like if Canada and Florida were to have a baby, it'd be Australia.
Florida gets shit on a lot, and I fucking
No,
love
love
Florida. Yeah,
love Florida.
We talk about it all the time. I plan on spending 6 weeks there this year.
Whereabouts?
Fort Myers.
Okay.
So my family has a home just north of Naples. It's like 20 minutes north of Naples.
It's stunning. Like when I was there, I pictured, because have you ever done like your birthday Florida, like Florida man March 20th, and it's always some absurd thing.
Headline, yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was expecting. I went to Florida and I was like, no, the beaches are stunning. The people are lovely. The food is good. Expensive as hell, but like well worth it.
Where did you go? I think the reason why
She was in Naples, so it's
Well, I
obviously
went to Fort Lauderdale, spent a night there,
Okay,
then
different
drove
too.
to Naples, and then went to Miami.
Okay, so again,
So
three
you know that doesn't go on
major.
the line, right?
Yeah, like
Yeah, okay. As long as you know.
Three like big
Yeah.
hubs. Like Naples is retirement community. I grew up going to Naples every single year with
Yeah.
my grandparents, but big retirement community. And then Fort Lauderdale is just outside of Miami, so
But Fort Lauderdale is very family oriented.
very family oriented. But still, there's like nice restaurants coming up too, and like great. But it's also still a lot of Canadians there, a lot of like other people coming in.
And then Miami.
And then Miami's it's unique Miami. People
Miami's
when they
Miami.
talk
Miami's
about
fucking
Florida,
amazing.
yeah, Miami's
Wild.
amazing. But when people talk about Florida too, they forget about like the Jacksonvilles and like those little like other not smaller places because they're just as big. But that is like true blue Florida. These other places are like
Florida.
metropolitan, but also outsiders coming into Florida.
I still fucking love Florida. I love everything about Florida.
no.
If I cannot wait to be spending 5 months of the year down in Florida.
That's the goal.
Yeah, November to March.
I just like would love to
Nice.
picture you like in the deep ass swamps of Florida.
I'd love to picture you in the deep ass swamps of Toronto. I mean, of Ontario, in fucking Timbuktu, Northern Ontario.
I have family
Population
out there. I
3,000.
have family out in Timbuktu, Ambar. You don't know where that is?
Yeah, exactly.
Blanc.
Why don't you go visit them 3 months of the year?
I can't.
Exactly. Because it takes you fucking 18
Yeah, but
months to get there by boat.
Yeah, but I understand the whole Florida infatuation. I'm just saying this whole like you have to
Are
understand
you not
the
a, you're not a
stereotype.
Florida girl?
Oh, I love Florida,
Okay.
but I'm just like that's where the stereotype. When you say where these stereotypes come
And
from,
these Canadian
Yeah,
stereotypes.
where are they coming
a
from?
boot.
Yeah.
like they're literally coming from those swamp ass people.
Florida should not have a stereotype. Florida is one of the greatest places in North America.
Okay.
Greatest place on earth.
Okay, let's not get carried away. Vegas. Have you been to Vegas yet?
Yeah. Yeah.
Vegas.
yeah.
What's that? Wait, what's that?
Such a I have
You got a
three.
tattoo?
You got a spade tattoo?
Yeah.
Vegas.
I went to
Wait,
Vegas.
What's in Vegas? Or what happens in
No,
Vegas?
I went to I actually love Fremont Street the most. Big Fremont girl. Like old
Really?
Vegas. Yeah.
Really?
I honestly, I had the worst Vegas experience though. I was with these girls. We all turned like 20 and I was like, okay, I'm going to Vegas, or we went to 21. I'm going to Vegas. I want pool parties, margarita in my hand, all times. Just get messy and have fun. And they're like, let's take a photo in every single hotel that ever existed on the strip. Which is, there's a lot of hotels. So that was my experience. And then on the last night, I was like, I want to go to Fremont Street. And we went, and I'm very like superstitious with my numbers. And I put it all on 33. I put like, I don't know, $100 and I hit. And I won all this money and I was so young and I was like, hey, what do I do? And I ran
How
out.
much did you win?
I think I won like at least 2,500, which when you're
Okay.
21, like that's a lot.
I don't know. It's
yeah,
a lot.
that's
I was freaking out about winning $300, and I called every one of my contacts. I was
I got a
friends with.
little. I'm a lucky girl. I was even at the Cup in Vancouver, the one that Greenwood's doing. I won like $500 on 3 races just because I thought the names were fun.
It's all right.
That's how you.
Okay,
do
so
it.
wait. Why do you think Fremont's that great? Sorry.
I loved like the strip and everyone kind of had a party going on, but I love like the old, just like old Vegas. Like, I don't know, but that's also kind of on brand, like who I am. Like, I mean, the music I play is all nostalgic and old. I mean, I did go to,
Yeah, but wait, you also said the bigger the yacht, the better.
I did say that.
The bigger the hotel, the better.
Contradiction.
Yeah.
I don't know what I want. I don't know what I
I
want.
did Fremont. I've done Vegas, I don't know, 10 times now. And Fremont was the first time I went to Fremont was this past year in Vegas, or the year before. I can't remember the last time I was there. And I fucking hated Fremont. I thought Fremont was disgusting.
When you went
I thought
recently?
It was dirty. March 2023.
So I went 10 years ago. Or
Okay.
no, how old am I? I went 8 years ago.
Okay, so you're 29.
I am.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
29.
No,
I'm
I
turning
said
29
I'm
on Saturday,
I-
on Sunday.
Scary.
Yeah, I can't wait.
I went to so I've been to Vegas a bunch of times. I love like new big lights, big nice hotels. Like they're fucking their own little cities. Each hotel's its own little city.
Yeah.
It's insane. I went to Fremont expecting Fremont to be like Vegas, just smaller and older. Instead, it was like dirty and gross, and like I still had fun. We made the best of it, but I didn't love it at all. And maybe it's
Did
just
you go to
because
the
I'm like a
Golden
big city
Nugget?
guy. Yeah, I went to the Golden Nugget or whatever it's called. Yeah, like I just
What is that?
it's like
So
one of the,
it's-
it's like the old big
It's
hotel.
the OG casino there.
Yeah. Isn't that where Elvis used to play or something?
Yeah. That's like the Elvis Strip is when you go to Fremont.
Yeah.
But like also too, keep in mind I was 21, first time going to Vegas.
And
The
you won
strip
$2,500.
was also like I went. It was just like we just want to take photos, and I was like I want to go fucking party and just drink.
You were just over the rest of the trip that you're like, let's,
Fremont was like
yeah.
my time to shine.
Yeah.
Did the little zip line across. Got a tattoo. My nephew's name though is Ace, and I was gonna get this removed, and it's an ace of spades, so now I'm just gonna keep it, and then as he gets older, I'll be like,
I got a tattoo
I got it for you.
It's yours.
yeah, it's for you, baby.
Danny, what was your first time in Vegas?
November with George and Becca.
That was your first time?
Yeah,
November. This
the one that just passed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had never gone to Vegas, and me and my friends were just always like, instead of like girls trips, we just go to New York, or you'd pick anywhere else because we're like, oh, we'll go to Vegas on all these bachelorettes. Meanwhile, half my friends are getting married right now. None of them wanted bachelorettes. So basically, I went. My friend was going for work, so I went with him, his girlfriend, who's my best friend, well, fiance, and then me. We just went as like the three of us.
A thruple.
But this is for a bachelorette.
No.
Okay.
We ended up because I hadn't gone yet, and I'm like, hey, I'm almost 29 now. Like I haven't been to Vegas. Come on. And then so we went, but it was a very different trip. We still had fun, but I wasn't like. It was also November, so there was no pool parties and stuff. But we went out at night. Had some friends from Vancouver there too, so that was fun. And then I ended up going in June for a girls' trip, and that was a great time. But I also think we were old enough now to like know our limits, and like know that
Play
like,
within it.
Yes. Like we knew we physically could not do a pool party and a nightclub in the same day anymore.
You could.
Not after 4 days. Like we
No,
were
yeah, no,
like,
no.
especially with the like with the girl trip we were having, like we could not physically do it. One of the girls got sick too. I had to like get her IV to try to get her out.
There's always that one.
She wasn't
bitch.
hungover. It wasn't hungover.
What?
She's the rallier of the group. She's the rookie of the
Food
group.
poisoning?
We cannot figure out to this day. I think she might have a wine intolerance. Because that was the only night she had 2 glasses of wine, and it's the only like that's it. Yeah,
Sucks to suck.
I think my first time in Vegas, we did nothing but pool parties and nightclubs.
yeah.
For 4 days
Well,
straight.
again, I'm older now. Like I don't think I could do it. But like now I look back at it.
If I go back to Vegas, that's all I want to do.
Okay, but there's a difference between like when you're with certain people. I was looking at Vegas. So we went to London in May. I felt worse after London than I did after Vegas, which should not have
Because you
happened.
can't keep up with me.
No. I kept going.
Pussy.
Oh my God, Ricky's an alien. I don't know what I do. Ricky's an alien. I don't know how I survived England.
We were like,
I was
it was-
barely surviving Vegas.
It was our last day in London. It's like Sunday. And I was like, we're supposed to be at this party by like 1 or something. And we're meeting people there. And I'm like, yo, get up. She's like, no. I'm like, yo, we have to leave. She's like, no. I'm like, Kim, I'm leaving without you. She's like, are you going to be mad if I don't come? I'm like, no, I'm fucking leaving without
I
you.
needed a moment alone. So I was like, if you're not going to be mad, that's
3
fine.
hours later.
No, then I got up, showered, got ready, and came. You were lucky. I was in the Uber. I was about to turn around in that Uber. So I started getting nauseous in it, but I didn't. Had a great night.
Can
Anyways.
you like go out? You like a good solo adventure? Or do you-
Absolutely.
yeah.
It's kind of my favorite thing to do.
So I've never traveled solo,
It's the best thing you could ever do for yourself.
and I am
Aligned.
doing it for the first time this summer.
Hell yeah. Where are you going?
It's 24 hours at the end of a trip. Baby steps.
Where are you going though?
Hey, baby steps are still steps in the right direction.
Hey,
Exactly.
there you go.
So I'm
Cheers to
Saw that
so
quote the other day.
my best friend is getting married in Greece, and then my other friend is getting married in Italy.
You're going for just
I'm going-
24 hours?
No. So
possible?
there's a group of us in Greece, and then I fly to Italy, and then there's gonna be a group of us in Italy, and then I fly to Paris by myself for 24 hours.
That's exciting though.
And then I
That's
come
exciting.
home.
That's exciting.
Yeah, I know, but I'm gonna try to really not stay in my room and order room service. That's like my main.
Honestly,
Those are
Just
big
go-
goals.
That's like
eh?
my
Just
big
walk
goal
around.
right now is not because I could fully see myself retreating. Like I've traveled alone for work, but I think alone for work is different
yeah.
than like a real solo travel. And this is not even a real solo travel, but 24 hours by myself in Paris. I'm going to meet some friends, go to a bar. Some people have told me what to do, so I'm just going to do that.
Just have a plan and stick to it.
Yeah. And not stay in my room and order room service.
Just honestly, like my biggest thing when I did solo traveling, just go for a walk. Just go for a walk and see what kind of like draws you in. And you'll always, when you're solo traveling, I feel like people are drawn to you more. They want to get to talk to you. They want to know what you're doing. You'll honestly, next time you have a little podcast, you'll sit down and be like, I had the craziest story.
I had the craziest day.
Do you know what? My friend JR, if you're listening, I love you, buddy. Thank you for this. He gave me the best tip. He goes, when you're booking your hotel, book a hotel with a good lobby bar. Get a good seat at the lobby bar, not at the sit down table, right at the bar. because if your lobby bar is good, people have to go there, or people will go there. And if you're sitting at the bar, they have to go there. And they feel so bad squeezing through you to get to the bar to get a drink that they'll talk to you, especially when you're by yourself. And when I was in LA last year, Danny gave me a couple of recos, and I went to one of them at night, Laurel Hardware. And I sat at the bar, but they're like, I'm like, look, table 4. I'm like, oh, we have high top or like bar. I was like, no, please bar. I sat there. I was there for about 3.5 hours, and the place was bumping lively the whole time. Every single time, a person's like, sorry, man. Yo, my bad. Didn't mean to bump you. I was like, hey, no worries. Fuck. You here alone? I was like, yeah. I was like, oh, fuck, where are you from? I'm like, Canada. Like, nice. Literally, I must have spoken to 20 different people throughout the 3 hours. Just because everyone feels, they know you're by yourself. You're obviously by yourself. They see you're by yourself. And like, I always leave my phone face down too. Because if you're on your phone, no one's going to talk to you.
So what do you do? What do you like look at?
You talk to the bartender because the bartender knows you're alone.
Key.
So when you order a drink, don't order what you normally drink. Ask them a question. They're going to say, what would you like to drink? I don't know. What do you think is really good here? Well, it depends. What do you like? Fit, gin, vodka? I usually like vodka, but if you guys have a good gin, like, what do you recommend? They're like, okay, well, these things, and then they'll grab the menu, they'll put it in front of you. These 3 are really good. Oh, what's your personal favorite? They're going to say, so-and-so. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm here alone. And mention that you're alone, because then they're going to feel bad for you.
That's how you get free drinks.
So guess my other point. I sat there for 3.5 hours, and this is like a high-end like place too. I think I drank all night. Like and I drink. I think my bill was $200 American. And like, this is like a high-end place where my bill should have been $500 for that amount of time. Just because they kept giving me free shots, free drinks. So like, hey, you know what? I think you're going to like, do you like the last one? I got you next one. Don't worry. All right, sure. Brings me the next one. You like that? All right. It pairs really good with tequila. I'm going to bring you a shot.
Yeah, they don't pity you, but they're like, I want to be your friend.
Well, and then they're just like, they know you're there alone. They're bartenders. They want to talk to somebody too, because they're fucking bored back there too. They don't just want to sit there and make drinks and not have conversation.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm so scared, because it's not like I'm a very shy person.
I still don't know it either.
In situations like that, I can be very awkward.
Danny's the type of person. Well, I'll be at the bar and Danny's single, and I'll be like, Danny, like, that guy's handsome. Like, you should go talk to him. No. Okay, Danny, that girl's cute. Can you go talk to her for me? No. Why would I do that? All right, I guess we'll just sit here, me and you.
Well, now I'm your new friend. Invite me out. I'm real good at that stuff.
I used to be so good at it.
Such a good
Danny
wing
said
woman.
she's a good wing woman. I don't think she's ever wing womaned me once.
Okay, not you, but with all my other friends I have. They all have girlfriends because of me.
Maybe it wasn't because of you. Maybe
it is because of me. Like, they literally say it's because of me.
Okay. You haven't wingman me or any of my
friends. Because I don't need to.
Actually, I have a good track record. I have one couple that just got married recently.
Oh, that's exciting.
Wow.
And I've got probably a couple that are like dating. I'm really good at wing womaning.
I honestly used to be so good.
Wing womaning.
Wing womaning.
It's a tongue twister.
Yeah, it's a fucking tongue twister. Do you have any travel plans the rest of the year?
No, I think now it's like just locked in. I really want to go Costa Rica. I think I want to buy a place there. That's like my goal. I'm almost 30. I want to buy a place, and I want it to be Costa Rica. I cannot handle these winters. Mm-hmm. And there's so much so many expats going to Costa Rica. I've never been, but everyone I've talked to that's like, oh, you've lived in Australia, definitely like your tempo. I want yoga, surf, beach.
Do you surf?
I want to say yes, but I
can get up on a little wave.
I've never stood up on a board. As soon as I catch a wave, I'm like just absolutely jazzed that I catched the wave. That I'm like, woo! Forget how to stand up. But I want to go back to I want to go to Costa Rica to like learn how to surf. But I was in Australia and I did surfing a few times, and like every time I did it, couldn't stand up on a board. I was just so excited.
I would love to go. My sister just went to Costa Rica.
Just terrified of sharks.
That is fair.
Yeah.
Because in Australia, they're really bad.
They're like everywhere. It's okay though.
So what else do you have lined up for the rest of this year? So Rose Disco is obviously
Rose Disco's big. I mean, so I just started working on production. So I have a remix that I'm hopefully going to release in like maybe the fall. But
exciting.
Yeah, this is like the next step of my career for sure. Like I said earlier, is like as a woman, you always kind of have to just really be like almost like 5 steps ahead. You got to always kind of be really on top of it. It's a cutthroat industry. It's a great community, but it is like you always have to be working on yourself, working on your music, networking. And like I said to you, like I actually don't go to a lot of APs or anything. For me, that's like hard for me to network. So for me, it's about the music. But yeah, I just worked on my first remix. It's an original of a friend's song. His name's Ben, and he works with Noosa Records. Noosa Records. And so I've been working on that. It was like the first song I learned how to produce on. So hopefully that.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. And honestly, the community is so great. There's so many people in this industry that have really like taken me under their wing and like want to help me grow. And I could sit here for like 5 minutes listening to all those people. You know who you are. And they've always been like, production is your next step. So for me, I kind of took a step back from the travel to do that. Hopefully in November, maybe after the Christmas, Costa Rica for a month. I'm gonna do some eat, pray, love. I'm gonna like do a yoga retreat for 2 weeks and just like live that life. I'd love to go to Italy, all that stuff, but I think I really need to focus on the music. Mm-hmm. I always kind of put it on the back burner because I'm almost like not confident enough that it's going to be good. So I like fill my days up with all this stuff. So that's why I'm like, I'm not going to go travel because I need to just focus on the music.
See, but the thing is, and I'm not an expert by any means, I'm basically musically challenged. But we've talked to so many people.
But you're a rapper.
Yeah, a rapper in Thunder Bay, apparently. You talk to so many people, and like I'm not saying this is the advice they'll give us. So many people are like, just once you have something you love, and especially at the beginning, just see what people think about it. Like you're never gonna have your first song's gonna be a major banger success right off the bat. Yeah, that happens 1 in every million. Yeah, just put it out, see what people think about it, and then get back to work, put out the next one, then put out the next one. Because I don't want to say right now you don't know what's gonna hit, but if you're just starting the production, like, who knows what your sound's going to be, and your sound might change, right? Like,
and that's the thing with music, is absolutely does.
Things change year after year. Like, look at so many big artists these days that are like completely changing the genre they're in, and they're already established in their
absolutely.
careers.
I mean, if you would talk to me 5 years ago,
best example.
Taylor Swift, Beyonce. These are all massive artists right now that have like Taylor Swift.
Well, even John Summit's first like couple tracks sound nothing like Shiver.
That's true. No,
nothing.
But that's the whole point, is you're supposed to grow and adapt. I mean, that's why sometimes your brand gets swayed because people are like, I know you for this, and now you're releasing this type of stuff. But I think for me, I know what I want. I'm really trying to do the whole new disco because that's kind of where my foundation is, but mixed in with the Afro house and like that jungle Tulum Mykonos vibe. Like I really love that style. Again, I'm always kind of that daytime girl. I can definitely like crush in like a nighttime set and like, you know, the after hours, but I would rather be known as a daytime girl. It's kind of my thing. And everything has a niche. Like you guys have a niche. Every brand out there has a niche. You got to stick with it. That's like my biggest advice for people too. You know, people do come up to me nowadays and be like, I want to DJ. What should I do? It's like, pick what you love, stick with it. You have to adapt and you have to grow, but just know who you are and just stick with it.
I love that.
Yeah.
I also love that you want to be a daytime DJ.
Yes. I'm a sleepy girl.
No, but I'm like, you put me in a good day party.
Way better than nighttime.
Like Rose Disco, if I was here, that shit's right up my fucking alley.
It's a thing. It's a thing now, though.
A good, like, I wish at music festivals the headliners came on at 6, 7.
Fuck yeah.
It'd be so much better.
We're pushing 30, guys.
Well, it's just not even that. It's just when the sun, I want to see the headliners while the sun is still out.
No, but
imagine having Rufus Du Sol as the sun is setting, not when the sun
like a sunset set.
Well, when you're in Europe, you basically have to wait till like the sun is rising to see those headliners.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's the thing.
That's why Ushuaia is pretty cool though, because Ushuaia ends at 9
a.m.
No, p.m.
Oh,
Or do they end at 11?
That did not end at 9.
I know Ushuaia is pretty good because you can still see like sun when you're there.
No, we can
that's
see
my
sun,
vibe.
but
That's
during
my
like
vibe.
the,
I want that.
we saw the sun during the opener.
I want to get fucking drunk as fuck, listen to my favorite song in the world while the sun is still sun.
I agree.
And I'm getting burnt to a crisp and I got to drink water to stay hydrated, but I also want to take my vodka shots.
Well then why do you keep getting mad at me for saying I want to see Kygo in a daytime setting? That's literally what we've been saying.
But he is daytime.
Wait.
No, I know, but I don't want to see him in a Madison Square Garden where it's all
if this
covered.
is your favorite artist, why not say, hey,
Woodbine.
Danny, it's like, you're like, I want to see my favorite artist in the perfect ideal setting. So let me wait 8 years, or you can just go see him now.
Yeah,
anywhere.
Come.
Now I just feel like it's just
or last year or the year before you could have seen
I fucked up.
Yeah, okay, so
we have actually, funny enough, so do you guys know about the crazy party bus in Toronto, like the school bus? We've rented that out for the day and we're looking for spots. If you guys want to come, we're trying to get a crew together.
For the day of Kygo?
Yeah, get to Woodbine on that bus.
We might be doing, you obviously know locals only.
Yes.
So we're supposed to have
that's where we're going after.
Yeah, we're supposed to have a podcast episode with them. It was supposed to be a couple of weeks ago, but we have to reschedule. And we're trying to think, okay, we have to do it on the weekend because everybody has fucking jobs and they all work 5 till whatever.
Oh fuck! I really can't go to the wedding.
The Saturday of Kygo is the day we should do the locals episode.
That's what we were planning for.
Yeah.
It's in the calendar.
Yeah. So that's what if they're free, that's the day hopefully. So guys, if you listen.
You know what's so funny? Like back in the day, I don't know if you guys did this too, but those school buses, that's how we got from Vaughan to Toronto. It was the school buses.
Last time I took a
like
school
Richmond
bus.
Hill, like we'd get them, it would pick us up at STL if we were the Richmond Hill bus, and then we'd go people's birthdays. It was like you get the school bus, my 19th, met at my house, pre'd at my house. We didn't have condos yet. We were at Western. Why do I have a condo down here?
Then take a taxi. Like,
No.
or get your parents to drop you off.
40 people. We're all on the bus drinking, got a school bus. It was the best thing ever. And then
It's like
at the
high
end of the
school
night,
prom after party vibes.
yeah, it was fun, but it was like on a weekly basis.
Teach their own. Teach their own. I don't know. Before we do wrap up, I want to ask, what's your dream venue? We didn't ask that.
Oh my Lord. Honestly, Croatia Yacht Week. Like doing that, but doing the boats and then the in-town gigs that they have. I mean, Miami being there. So I'm turning 30 in March.
You would
Well,
fit
how
in
open you are with
Croatia.
that.
Yeah, because I'm one of them.
You would literally fit in
I'm
Croatia.
Nikolina. I'm Croatian. I would totally play that card. But no, so I'm turning 30. My goal, so my track plan right now is releasing some music. Miami Music Week is happening in March. My birthday is March 20th. So I wanted to actually do,
Oh, that's
I have like a
perfect.
really good team behind me right now. It's still kind of growing and things are happening, but I'm going to do kind of like a release party in Toronto of my brand, what I'm doing, then hopefully go to Miami Music Week and play some shows there, play my original stuff and like the remixes I've done, and just like rip up Miami. But I feel like I said, like I'm a daytime person. So I want those daytime shows, the poolsides, the boats, everything like that. I mean, I feel like my dream gig kind of shifts all the time. I mean, like obviously, you know, Coachella, like that would be insane. Do Lab, Coachella, absolutely, be all over that.
Sahara tent.
So that like those types of things for sure. And I'm manifesting it, but I gotta be realistic in a way where this is my first year. You know, I've been DJing for 5 years. I quit everything in December to make this my full-time commitment. So I have like the realistic goals, but yeah, like my next 5 years, Sahara tent, baby, let's go. Tomorrow World, like all those types of things, Shambhala, even go back to the roots in BC and like headline a set. I'm a big festival girl. Like that's what I want to do.
Do you manifest?
Yeah.
I feel like you're a big manifester.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what she's doing at
You
other
have
shit.
to though. You gotta yeah. When they're putting me in the ice tanks, they're like, breathe, manifest
That's what
the
she's
things that you
thinking.
want for the things that
Coachella.
you need. Coachella.
Sahara tent. Tomorrow.
I will say though that does make me very uncomfortable when people do that. They're like, breathe, thong, like.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Do you know what?
Whatever. I'm not gonna shit on it. Whatever.
But you gotta
Each
wear
their
the
own.
little like
No,
alien
just
caps.
Don't even
It's a cult. We love the cult, but it's a cult.
Thank you for saying that because I've been dying to.
It's a cult.
Anyways, before we wrap up, anything else you want to kind of add?
I played spaghetti disco every Saturday. Honestly,
what's spaghetti disco?
You haven't heard of spaghetti disco?
No.
Okay, so when everything started shifting for me, I actually was about to quit DJing one day. I was just not the cards weren't lining up. I was going through some health stuff, and this is like the universe lining up. I was about to quit, and I was out with some friends one night on Dundas and Ossington, and I stumbled
gonna say Dundas
upon
and Ossington.
stumbled upon spaghetti disco, and I walked in. I was like, this is the place. They play funk disco house, new disco style. And I met the owner and I was like, yo, I'd love to play here one day to like get me on a trial shift. I was about to quit my career. This is going back maybe a year and a half ago. About to quit it all and started playing there. I'm the resident Saturday person. It fills my cup. It's the one place in the world where you will have 19-year-olds celebrating, bachelorettes in their 30s, 70-year-olds coming in to like live their disco days, and I love it. So I'm there every Saturday. I'm really passionate about that place. I mean, I really float around everywhere else I DJ. I just float. There's a lot of places on King West, corporate, all that, but that place has always kind of been true to my heart. And then yeah, lots happening this summer.
So wait, it's the place is called Spaghetti Disco?
It's called Spaghetti Disco. Sprezzatura Spaghetti Disco is its full name, but we just call it Spaghetti Disco.
Okay, and you play Saturday what time?
I play from 10 till 2, and if you're watching this, come hit me up and drinks on me.
Fucking right.
I heard it's actually a lot of fun. My friends have gone many times.
It's so much fun. I'll show you a video, after, like Ozfest. It just happened. I had,
that would have been insane.
I had 5 DJs that night because we were doing an event before and then we went there. It was packed. It is like one of those places though. It's kind of like not a lot of people know about it. It's 200 capacity. It is so vibey, and you feel like it's Studio 54 vibes for sure.
I fucking love that.
Yeah, no. So like that's the place I'm there. I'll always be at Spaghetti
Are you there
Disco.
this Saturday?
Every Saturday. If I'm in town, I'm there, and if I'm not there, I have a great replacement.
We love that.
Yeah, but no, this is like, honestly, this has been my year. Like, I'm really thankful for everyone that's been in my corner, has supported me like throughout this whole journey. You know, even meeting you guys today, like this is a big step in my career. Like I've never done a podcast before, but things are really just like lining up for me, and I see like really good things happening.
I feel like you're doing a lot in your first year, and it's a good thing.
Yeah, well, like
You're
first official year. Yeah,
First official year. Like you're just moving and you're going in the right direction. I think that's where you always have to go, as long as you're going forward.
Yeah, trust the process. Like I think it was the biggest thing. Like I loved the job that I did before this. I had like my dream big girl job, and then I was, you know, just working double time all the time. Like burning out was a thing, and I was like, I gotta pick and choose, and I picked DJing, and I was really scared at the beginning, but I've never been happier or like prouder of myself too. Like if me 5 years ago was to look at this, she'd be like, what the fuck? Good for you, girl.
I actually love that for you, though.
No. I like, honestly, I really appreciate
you have
you guys
like a
having me
twinkle
on
in your
this.
eye right now. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, I'm about to cry.
No, I honestly, I love seeing people talk about what the things that they love the most.
Yeah.
And like, I literally see the twinkle in your eye. It makes me so fucking happy.
I also
Oh.
just love your energy.
Yeah.
Thank you. And you know, I got into this whole thing because I'm just so passionate about music. Like music really holds a moment. Like you guys were talking about Rufus. I love you, Rufus. I'm sorry.
If they ever listen to this, they're
gonna listen to this. We're manifesting this. No, like honestly, I love music. Music holds a time and place for everybody, and I love all genres, everything. We all have our niche. You stick to it. But I'm just really passionate about it, and I can't believe this is my life. Like I'm really happy.
I love this for
I
you.
cry.
You're literally glowing right now. I'm so happy for you.
I am really happy.
I love like
Yeah.
both your faces right now.
I'm just like
We're just we
I
all have golden
love-
retriever energy.
No, but I've always said this. I love, and one of my favorite questions to ask people, like, what was one of the happiest days of your life? And you can watch people's like a twinkle form in their eye when you ask someone that question, because they think about it, and the first thing that usually comes to mind is not the happiest day of their life or the happiest moment of their life. But then I'm like, look, she's like, oh, I don't know. This is so hard to pick up. It's like, no, there's a moment in your mind. It might not be the happiest, but it's the moment that came right now. And you see the twinkle.
Right now, honestly, it is.
I fucking love it.
Like this is my first podcast. This is probably the happiest. Like it literally, I'm not kidding you. Every day has been like a moment. Like Toronto Yacht Week, recess, all these things just keep happening. And I'm like, pinch me. What the fuck? This is my life. Like I'm on a podcast right now. Like I'm really excited. I'm excited for the next 5 years, and I'll look back at this and be like, who knows? Maybe I'll be on like I don't know, just like what's gonna happen. I'm so excited. Yeah, call her daddy.
You know what? You have to go to in Thailand. There's a beach club on a boat. It's the first beach club in the world on a boat, and I could see you DJing there.
Hook me up. Let me know.
Actually, I have a friend that I met at Ultra who's the resident DJ there.
I love it. Yeah, that's the whole thing. It's all connections, networking.
What?
It's you know. So
I can just know.
So
I'm
going
like,
out to locals
I'm
now?
picturing of her daytime vibe, and I'm just like picturing, because like this guy's always posting there, and he's like DJing there, and I'm just like literally picturing her like in the middle of the ocean. Number one, it's a boat, but it's also a day party. But it's not a boat. Like I have to show you pictures. It's
You've
cool.
showed me pictures before.
Okay.
Show me after.
I love this. Nikolina, this was a blast. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you
You're
so
great.
much
Your
for
energy
having me.
is unmatched, and we love this for you.
Thank you.
If people want to find out more about you, your music, your shows, Spaghetti Disco, where can they go? How can they find you?
Nikolina NOLAN. There's only one of me apparently. So if you want to find anything about me, Nikolina NOLAN. I've got my website. I've got Instagram. I'm trying to get on TikTok, but I'm 29. It just feels weird, but I'm trying the
Oh my
TikTok
God, get on.
thing.
He's 34.
I know. I'm just like, I'm like trying to
33, but fuck you.
trying to but no, Nikolina
Another
NOLAN.
month.
I got music coming out in the fall. I'm so stoked about it. Like I said, I'm going for that new disco Afro sound. Yeah, big things to come. And then my launch party will happen probably in the spring of like who I am, the brand, and really what I'm trying to do.
We
I
love that.
love that.
Yay! And Rose Disco. Come to Rose Disco. It's my first festival. It's going to be wild.
August 17th.
Saturday, August 17th. I'm opening up for
Exhibition
Binks,
Grounds.
Phantoms, and Felix Cartel.
Amazing.
Yay.
Amazing. Nikolina, honestly, seriously, thank you. You were great. It's a pleasure.
This like hour has gone by so quickly. It felt like literally 15 minutes, and I looked at the time and I was like, "What the fuck?"
We love that.
Yeah, this is the Pals podcast, everyone. We're just hanging out.
Appreciate
Drinking
you again.
wine.
And guys, if you made it to the end, we appreciate you. Give Nikolina a follow. Go check out Rose Disco, Spaghetti Disco, and all the other shows she's doing. Give Danny a follow, give myself a follow, and obviously give Nikolina a follow. And we will see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Adios.
You like to drink and to smoke to take away the pain. And I don't remember all of my mistakes and every high. Gotta know one thing. You're not alright. I'm not alright. You're not alright. I'm not alright. I like to drink